High-intensity interval training. It's a fantastic fat burner, and the North American Menopause Society carried out a study in 2019 and found that in menopausal women they burn more fat than doing steady state cardio for the equivalent amount of time. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in fantastic shape. And I do recommend strength training, but on top of that I love high intensity interval training for fat burning in women over 40. Why? Well, just because of that study that I've talked about, but also with my own experience and with working with thousands of women who are over 40 going through my programs, and because it's really good for your heart health and it's really easy to fit in. So I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. You want to be doing high intensity interval training from anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week. I do it 4 or 5 times a week, and the easiest way for me to fit that in, because I also do strength training 4 times a week, is I do it mostly straight after strength training. And it's really important that you don't do it before strength training, because you want the maximum amount of energy for your strength training, and it is going to compromise your muscle gain, your performance if you do high intensity interval training, because it is really tough if you do it before strength training. So you always do your cardio after strength training, because building muscle actually takes a lot of work, and you want the maximum amount of effort and your maximum amount of energy for your strength training, because in the hierarchy of exercise, strength training is the most important thing, because that's what's going to build your metabolism. But high intensity interval training also builds your metabolism. That's when to do it and how many times to do it. How long? Well, anything from about 10 minutes to up to 30 minutes. If you go over, you will find that it's really hard to keep your performance going for much longer than that. Now, I do some circuit training sessions which will be around about 45 minutes, but in that time there's going to be some rest time between different exercises, so you're not actually working for that entire 45 minutes. So what is high intensity interval training? Well, all it means is you're doing very, very intense activity, and you usually do that for something like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a maximum of a minute, and then you do walking pace or resting for between 30 seconds and 2 minutes, and that's going to let your heart rate drop down. So when you're doing the intense activity, you want to be getting your heart rate right up. A really simple way of calculating whether you've got your heart rate in the right place is to calculate your maximum heart rate. And so what you do is you take the number 220 and you subtract your age. So if you're 50, you subtract your age from 220, and that's going to give you 170 beats per minute, and that's your maximum heart rate. And what you want to be doing is working 80 to 90% of that maximum heart rate. So that's going to be, if you're age 50, 136 to around, I think it's 153 beats per minute. Now, I do personally 150 to 160 beats per minute, because I'm a little bit fitter than average for my age, which is 56. And you might find, if you're new to this and you're just getting on exercise, you want to get on the lower end of that scale really, and then gradually kind of work your way up. You can actually get yourself a fitness tracker. I have an Apple Watch and I record it on there, so I know when I'm getting my heart rate up. I monitor that as I'm doing my high intensity interval training. So what piece of equipment do you do your high intensity interval training on? Well, you can use any piece of equipment. It could be a stationary bike, it could be a skipping rope, it could be a treadmill, it could be an elliptical, or it could be a rower. And we're going to go in the gym now and I'm going to take you through my high intensity interval training session. So I'm on the rowing machine here, and what I'm going to be doing is sprint intervals. So I'm going to do 30 seconds flat out, and then I'm going to rest for about a minute to get my heart rate down, and then I'm going to go again. And what I want to be doing with my heart rate, I want to be getting it up to at least about 150 beats per minute, preferably 160 beats per minute. So it's going to take quite a lot of effort on a rowing machine. I'll probably get it up easier by going on and doing sprinting or something like that. So I'm just going to show you now. That was 30 seconds. I'm pretty out of breath. I'm on 143 beats per minute, so not quite up to that 150 threshold. So I'm going to rest and then I'm going to go again. It might take me a few goes before I get it up to my target heart rate, maybe 3 goes. Okay, I'm going to go again for 30 seconds. Right, yeah, so I've got that up to 153 now, so you can hear I can hardly talk. Right, I'm just about to do row number 10 and then I'm going to finish there. So that's it. I've done 10 sprints. I can hardly talk. And that's how I want it to be. I'm up at 159 beats per minute. So I'm almost at that 160. And in all honesty, I feel a bit sick. And that shows me I'm working really, really hard. Because my fitness level is quite good, I need to kind of push things quite hard. If you're not up to that yet, You've got to sort of take it carefully in increments, especially if you're over 40, over 50. You don't want to be pushing that hard if you're new to exercise. You want to gradually increase it. But it's great because it takes such a short amount of time. The time that I'm active has actually only been 5 minutes. And the rest of the time's been resting time. But it's really going to help me burn calories, and also it's fantastic for your heart health.